The cat wouldn't stop crying. Every morning, neighbors found her beside the trash bins, pacing, meowing, eyes wide. At first they thought she was hungry. People left scraps, cans of tuna, and even milk. She never touched them. She'd just run back to the same bin, pawing at the lid, meowing louder. One morning, Logan, who lived across the street, finally walked over. He'd seen her there for days, always at that same spot. "What's wrong, girl?" he asked softly. The cat looked up at him, then back at the bin, tail flicking fast. Her cries grew sharp, desperate. Logan hesitated, then lifted the lid. And froze. Inside was a tiny raccoon kit tangled in a plastic bag, its fur matted, its chest barely moving. The cat jumped onto the edge of the bin, still crying, her paw reaching toward the kit. She hadn't been begging for food. She'd been begging for help. Logan called for help. Neighbors rushed over, bringing gloves, scissors, and a towel. The cat didn't run. She stayed on the bin, tail twitching, watching every move. He cut the plastic carefully, freeing the kit's legs first. Its breathing was faint, its sides trembling. "Easy, easy," he whispered. When the final strip came loose, the raccoon gasped, a small wet breath. The cat let out one long meow, softer now, almost like a sigh. They wrapped the kit in the towel, rubbing it dry. The cat leaned close, licking its head once, twice, then sat beside Logan. No one spoke. They all knew what they were seeing. A stray who'd guarded a dying creature that wasn't her own. Different species. Same instinct. Same heart. The raccoon wasn't moving much. Its fur was soaked through and its paws twitched weakly. "Get a box," someone said. Logan ran back to his car, grabbing an old crate from the trunk. He lined it with the towel and set the raccoon inside. The cat jumped in after it. Everyone froze. Only the rain and the faint brush of fur broke the silence. One neighbor lowered his phone, whispering, "She's hugging it." The cat curled tighter around the raccoon, body trembling with each breath. Her purr filled the room, low, steady, ancient. Even the air seemed to pause. "Hey," Logan started, but she didn't hear it. Everyone stood still. "She's keeping it warm," one neighbor whispered. Logan nodded. "Let her." They carried the box inside, the cat refusing to move. Each time the raccoon whimpered, she licked its ear and pressed closer. The vet on the phone said to keep it warm, feed it sugar water, and bring it in fast. "Stay with him," Logan murmured to the cat as he started the car. The drive felt endless. Rain streaking the glass, wipers thudding in time with Logan's pulse. The cat sat in the crate beside him, her tail curled protectively around the raccoon. Each time the car hit a bump, she meowed, low, warning, motherly. "Hang on, you two," Logan murmured. His knuckles whitened on the steering wheel. At a red light, he glanced over. The raccoon's paw twitched. The cat licked its head once, steady as breath. "Almost there," he whispered. "Just a little longer." The light turned green. The road stretched on through the rain. At the vet clinic, a kind woman named Dr. Park lifted the raccoon gently, checked its heartbeat, and felt its dry gums. She frowned. "Severe dehydration," she said. "He's lucky you found him in time." The cat jumped onto the exam table, pacing beside the raccoon, refusing to leave. When Dr. Park wrapped the raccoon in a heating pad, she curled beside it again, one paw over its tiny back. Hours passed. The raccoon's breathing steadied. Its paws flexed weakly, then stronger. By afternoon it opened its eyes. Logan exhaled, relief softening his face. "He's gonna make it." The cat blinked, leaned in, and licked its nose. That night the cat refused to leave. No one had the heart to make her. Dr. Park laid a blanket beside the raccoon's crate. The cat climbed up at once, curling against the wire. The raccoon shifted closer, nose pressed to the mesh. Their breaths fell into the same rhythm. In, out, until the lights dimmed and the room went still. By morning the raccoon stirred. His paws flexed weakly, his eyes half open. When Dr. Park cracked open the crate, he wobbled to his feet and, without hesitation, crawled straight to the cat. The cat lowered her head, licked the raccoon's fur once, twice, then wrapped her tail around him. Dr. Park smiled. She thinks he's hers. Logan chuckled softly. Maybe she's right. He snapped a quick photo on his phone. The stray cat curled protectively around the tiny raccoon. He posted it online with a short caption. Found love in the strangest place. She saved him before we did. By noon, the photo had gone viral. Comments flooded in. People sending heart emojis, sharing stories of their own rescues, even asking how to donate. Local news picked it up first, then national sites. Stray cat adopts orphaned raccoon. The headline read. Logan's phone wouldn't stop buzzing. He scrolled through hundreds of messages, strangers thanking the cat, children drawing pictures of her with the raccoon. One note read simply. The world needed this today. Dr. Park laughed when she saw the photo on a news site. You realize you just made half the country cry? It wasn't me, Logan said, shaking his head. It was her. Reporters called, but he turned most of them down. Let her rest, he told them. The story's already been told. Dr. Park smiled at the pair, still huddled together. They earned it. By the third day, the raccoon started eating again, little bites of fruit and soaked kibble. The cat stayed close, grooming him after every meal, purring whenever he whimpered. When the wildlife team came to transfer the raccoon to a forest sanctuary, Logan carried the crate to the door. The cat followed, her paws silent, her tail low. At the threshold, the raccoon turned, eyes wide, nose pressed to the bars. The cat stepped forward, touched her nose to the metal. No sound. No movement. Just stillness. A quiet goodbye between two creatures who had somehow found each other. The truck drove off, taillights fading into dusk. The cat stayed, watching the empty road. A week later, the edge of the forest was quiet again. The cat still came every day. No pacing, no sound. Just sitting by the same bin, tail curled tight, eyes fixed on the trees beyond the fence. Logan always found her there at breakfast. He'd set down a dish, crouch beside her. Morning, hero, he'd say with a grin. She ate quietly, never rushing, eyes always drifting back to the forest, listening for something only she could hear. One morning the air felt different. Logan knelt as usual. Still waiting for him? He asked softly. The cat blinked once, slow and calm. No sound, no movement, just a steady stare. He smiled faintly. Yeah, me too. Then, a sound. A faint rustle from the trees. The cat's ears twitched. Her head turned, eyes wide. Logan froze. The bushes moved again, soft, deliberate. And then he saw it. A young raccoon stepped out from the shadows. Bigger now, stronger, fur brushed clean, eyes bright and curious. He stood on the edge of the clearing watching them. The cat rose slowly to her feet, body tense but calm. For a moment, neither moved. The raccoon sniffed the air. A single, cautious step forward. Logan froze. The cat took one step closer too. They stood there, face to face. Two survivors, bound by something no one could explain. Then the raccoon gave a small huff, turned, and disappeared back into the trees. The cat didn't chase him. She just sat down again, tail curling around her paws, gaze steady on the forest's edge. Logan let out a slow breath. Guess he came back to say thanks. The cat looked up at him, eyes soft, purring low.